So this was sent in by Anonymous, which is a really good.
Dangerous start.
And this is called Hardcore Furry Erotica Exam.
What's the grading system?
Clues in the name. So I'm currently a 4th year computer science student at a pretty respected university, and I was looking to graduate this semester. One of the classes I was taking was a class in modern advancements and trends in the field of technology. Jesus Christ. While the class didn't require heavy lifting, it was still higher level and required a good amount of work. For our final, our professor had assigned us a 20-page research paper within our field. I worked my ass off on this paper and in the end was super proud of it. The papers were due last night at midnight and I held off on submitting my final draft till the end to get it as clean as possible. This is where I f***ed up big time. Great start. Let me tell you a little about myself. I don't work a normal job. I tried it in my first year of school and I didn't really like it.
But nobody likes work.
No, of course.
Does make you abnormal?
Yeah, it makes you normal. I worked internships when they came up, but outside of that, I didn't really work. This and being a student really doesn't mix well, though, so I had to make money some way. For the past 3 years, I've gotten by on writing commissioned hardcore erotica.
See you at uni, keep doing that for a job.
Specifically for furries. I would write anything, any fetish, any premise, anything. In some parts of that community, I became really popular. At one point, I was making almost $2,500 on Patreon, along with the amounts I was charging to my customers. That's amazing. Do that for a job.
That's
Jeez.
pretty good, yeah.
Fair play.
This is not that long ago, though. If you're doing it on Patreon, that's got to be in the last 5 years.
Yeah, right. Am I proud of this? No. Well, you should be.
Yeah.
I've written some really disgusting stuff, but it paid the bills and the money was too good to pass up. I told myself the minute I got a real job, I was done with this work. No, you just keep doing that forever.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like some people leave their quote unquote real job to go and do something
this is
like
good.
that.
This is good stuff. Well, this brings us to last night. I had not gotten any sleep for the past few nights. I had multiple projects due in the span of a few days. I was running on nothing but coffee and energy drinks. I was nothing more than a walking corpse and wanted to do nothing but sleep.
Yeah, I get that.
I've been there, pal, been there. I ended up doing my last read over of my final paper and submitted it before sleeping. However, instead of submitting my final paper, I somehow submitted one of the commissions I was working on.
Oh no.
This commission was not light either. It was almost 10 pages long and contains a variety of things, including scat.
When somebody just take, what the f*** is scat?
Like poo
That's
porn.
the poo porn.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm starting to understand why this guy was like, maybe I don't want to earn my money writing.
Yeah. So I went to bed. Submissions for the final locked, and my academic career was sentenced to death then and there. When I woke up this morning, I checked my grades for my other classes before noticing an email from my professor. All it says was to come to his office after class today.
How did he spell cum?
He liked what he read.
I wanted to f***ing die then and there. I didn't know how else to explain why instead of my final I submitted a hardcore erotic story with a wolf man jacking off inside a dragon's stomach. As you do. But yeah, I f***ed up big time.
How is that porn? I don't get.
Can you just read that out again?
Yeah.
I wanted to f***ing die then and there. I didn't know how else to explain why instead of my final I submitted a hardcore erotic story with a wolf man jacking off inside a dragon's stomach.
It's so particular.
I want to read that story.
Yeah, send that in, you
But yeah, I f***ed up big time. Obligatory update.
Oh no.
Well, I just left his office and I still want to die. Not as much though. I took some advice from here and printed my paper out and had it with me. I won't lie. When I sat down with him, I was already almost in tears from the stress and embarrassment. I guess he picked up on that because he tried to be as nice as possible and told me to calm down and just explain what happened. I ran down pretty much everything I said here. While he didn't agree with the avenue I was taking to make more money, he understood why I was doing it. He had checked the submissions last night after the deadline and my submission's name stuck out immediately. It was along the lines of customer / commission / second draft .doc. I've taken a class from him before and was in
Batch 10-2.
Furry Dragon. I've taken a class from him before and I was an A student, so he guessed I'd submitted the wrong file on accident. He told me he read the first page and realised it probably wasn't meant for him to read. I gave him the copy I bought and he accepted it. He told me to email him the file and he'd replace the one I'd submitted, and that would pretend this never happened. He seemed to at least have a good sense of humour, as he told me that I'd originally submitted was well written, at least from what he read. Fair play.
So, right, there's a couple of things there.
I want to read the story.
Yeah, let's break this down.
Yeah,
Let's
first
not
and
lie.
foremost, I want
It's
to read
not
that.
a terrible story. I feel like it's a very successful ending.
But the guy, the teacher who was marking it, said after the first page, you know quite soon. Like, there's a dragon. What's this got to do with his thesis? How's he going to pull this one back?
I mean, within the first paragraph.
Yeah, you'd
You'd imagine the title alone when it's not,
yeah. I hope there wasn't a picture attachment.
It's just a little PDF to remind himself of what it is.
Oh.
Please send in the story if you're hearing this.
I guess he's not going to do that for free.
How
given
did the
much he-
Wolfman get in the dragons? That is.
I actually realised as well that I said, oh yeah, send us that in, but no, the guy's going to be like, no, you, buy it on my Patreon.
Yeah.